Friends, today I bring you a piece of news that has sparked much debate. The latest interview with Demet Özdemir. The actress, always admired for her talent and charisma, opened her heart and spoke about both her career and private life, creating headlines that set social media on fire. Her words about love were the most talked about. Asked what love means to her, she replied with a phrase that instantly went viral. If there is no love, there is longing. And if there is no longing, there is anger. The heart must always be filled with something. Many interpreted this as a reference to her past relationship with Can Yaman, although she never mentioned him directly. The emotion in her words made clear that there is still a scar from the past. Demet was firm. I wait for no one. I walk my own path. With this, she showed her independence, her strength, and her determination to build a future away from old shadows. It is not only about leaving pain behind, but about reaffirming that her life and career no longer depend on anyone else. The interview also revealed another side of Demet, her passion for music. She admitted that since childhood, she had dreamed of singing and that her sister has always been her greatest support. Now, many wonder if she will release a music project, an idea that already excites her fans. In short, this was not just a simple interview, but a true manifesto of empowerment. Demet showed that behind the successful actress, there is a determined woman ready to surprise us with new paths. Speaking about her is never simple because her name is always surrounded by rumors and debate. Yet I believe that behind the celebrity, there is a woman who has learned to live under pressure, constant criticism, and comparisons. Some say she is no longer with Can because life with her was too complicated. Maybe her strong character caused tensions, but to me it shows courage and authenticity. Demet has never let herself be crushed by circumstances. Reducing her image to the muse of a TV love story is unfair. She has kept working, carving out her place in the world of entertainment, proving she doesn't need anyone to shine. Some fans celebrate that she now lives freely, not in anyone's shadow. She has faced unjust criticism, accused of being too discreet at times and too daring at others. But I see dignity in her silence. Refusing to respond to every provocation is also strength. Can's presence still lingers, with some claiming the bond was never broken. Personally, I believe their connection was real and intense, but now it belongs to the past. It is part of her story, not her present. What I most admire is her ability to reinvent herself. She hasn't remained stuck in the role of the romantic heroine. She has taken risks, chosen different roles, shown ambition and versatility. That ambition has made her one of the most recognized Turkish actresses of her generation. Reactions confirm it. People either love her or criticize her, but no one ignores her. And in a world where indifference is the worst fate, Demet continues to provoke authentic responses. Perhaps time will put everything in its place. I believe Demet has proven to be far more than someone's ex. She is a woman who has faced public judgment without losing her essence. And that, in a world of appearances, is already a remarkable achievement. In my view, Demet needs to choose transparency. She has talent. And if she decides to show more honesty and less strategy, she could win back her audience. People don't demand perfection, they ask for coherence. And it is coherence that could restore her to the affection she once enjoyed. In short, Demet Özdemir lives trapped in contradiction, admired and hated, defended and attacked. She should not let this destroy her, but rather turn it into strength. Because beyond criticism, she is still a capable actress with a place in the public's memory. The question is, which Demet does she want to show? The mask that many criticize or the real woman behind the star? It's true that often the media tries to show her as guilty or as the third wheel, but it's evident she wants no part of it. Her strength lies in keeping her distance, focusing on her projects, and letting others waste time in absurd discussions. Some call her proud, and she is, but in the best sense, proud of who she is as a woman and a professional. Unlike Can Yaman, Demet doesn't seem trapped in the constant desire for attention. Of course, she suffers from media pressure and rumors, but she chooses to prove her value in each project without depending on scandal. That, to me, is a lesson. You don't need to answer every lie. Sometimes silence is the strongest response. The most unfair thing is that despite everything, people still try to tarnish her name. They invent secret weddings, jealousy scenes, letters that never existed, as if Demet were a fictional character and not a real woman with feelings and dignity. It's painful to see them reduce her to gossip when she doesn't need to prove anything there. At the same time, this gives her a special aura, because every time they try to attack her, her silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. She refuses to play the game, reinforcing the image of someone who respects herself and doesn't let others decide her destiny. While Khan is caught in a whirlwind of rumors, Demet has chosen another path, distance. And this distance puts her on a different level, one that those who truly value her understand and respect. Not everyone sees it, because scandals are easier to follow, but those who know her career recognize she has protected what truly matters, her dignity and her work. In conclusion, Demet Özdemir represents the opposite of what many want to show online. She is not the woman in a scandalous triangle, nor the actress who lives off controversy. She is a professional who has learned to leave the noise behind and focus on what truly defines her: work, talent, and independence. And no matter how many stories they invent, none can erase what she has already proven. She shines on her own without needing anyone else. That is why I believe that, even if their paths are separate today, Demet still holds a fundamental role. Not because she depends on Khan or because her life revolves around him, but because authenticity leaves indelible marks. She has managed to build a solid career, resist external pressures, and cultivate a silence that is worth more than 1,000 hasty words. While others seek noise, she seeks calm. While some burn out in scandal, she finds strength in her independence. In the end, when I'm asked for an opinion, I answer with certainty. Demet Özdemir shows that true dignity does not require speeches. She is the living memory of authenticity and the certainty that, above all, there will always be a difference between what is true and what is superficial. And that is why, even if many focus on Khan, I believe that the greatest strength, the one that inspires and endures, lies in Demet.